We're gonna do another Casio mod today, but this time on the Casio F91W, and we're gonna do a red filter. So first things first, you're gonna wanna flip over the watch and remove the screws from each of the four corners. And once you removed all the screws, carefully remove the back plate and then carefully remove the movement. This is what it looks like if you haven't seen one for a F91W. And once you remove it, the shell should look something like this. We're gonna be using a red filter, so I'm just gonna eyeball more or less the size that I need. It looks like it'll be a 1 inch by a 1/2 inch piece. From there, you might need to modify that little piece, cut off a little bit of the edges, maybe the sides, just get a nice snug fit. We're gonna remove that protective layer on the film on one side, and then of course the back side. Carefully, completely remove the film from one side, and if you have tweezers, lay it in the empty shell. Using the tweezers, carefully remove the other protective film on the filter, and it should look more or less like this. Next, we're gonna carefully replace the movement using tweezers, and then using your fingers, gently press the movement in. Flip over the watch to make sure you didn't accidentally flip the movement upside down. Make sure none of the buttons are stuck inside the case, because if they get stuck, they probably won't end up working. It should more or less look something like this. Next, we're gonna replace the back plate, and you can use an X pattern or a circle pattern. I usually like going with an X pattern. One thing I do recommend is testing to make sure that the buttons work before you actually screw everything down, because the last thing you want is for a button not to work and then for you to have to unscrew everything again. Give it one final inspection to make sure everything is nice and neat, that there's no dust particles under the filter or on top of the filter, maybe even fingerprints. And here's the final result. Here's a quick wrist roll for you guys. I think it came out pretty sick. Kind of gives me like a Star Wars Darth Vader vibe to him. What do you guys think? Do you like him or is he trash? I'll be selling this little guy on TikTok and also on the Watch Exchange on Reddit, so let me know if you're interested and I'll give you a good deal.